Hello, today we are making a tiered maxi skirt. We did the measurements last week and this is the fabric I'm using, so for vibrant and summery. Here are the measurements. That's the waist, that's the first tier, second tier, third tier. Of course, all these measurements will depend on how full you want the skirt to be and your fabric availability. Alright, so now it's time to put it together. I'm currently cleaning my sewing machine so I can get to it, and that's about it. Finish. This is Jingle. This is Chicken. But this is Rabbit. One of my favorite ways to finish off a garment and make it have that couture look is using French seams. So this is where the part where the skirt will be joining the other, but I'm completely doing French seams for it, just so there won't be any raw edges. For French seam, you start with 1/4 inch, and then you'll trim and fold it and then stitch again. And that will give you something as clean as this. You see that? No raw fabric, no raw strings, nothing is hanging out, everything is nice and clean. All right, this is how we're going to gather the fabric. We're going to take 2 threads. If you're taking the top or the bottom, just make sure it's the 2 threads. Let me show you what 2 threads I'm talking about. We separate. So there's 2 on the bottom and 2 on the top. You see we have 2 strands right there. Then you start pulling gently. See that? That is how we gather. Gently pull and gather. When making this poofy gathered tiered skirt, the gathering is the part that takes a lot of time. But once you've gathered and balanced it out, it's really fun. And this skirt will be such a joy. This is a piece that can be worn in spring, summer, fall, winter. All you have to do is change the tops and the layering piece. But that is how you gather your fabric. See that? That is gathered. Nicely gathered and steady. The first tier of the skirt is done, and you can see the waistline. My waistline is 28 and this is 28 plus 12 because I intend to use an elastic waist. I want to be able to just use an elastic waist for this skirt, but if you're using a zipper, you are going to cut your waist plus seam allowance only. Adding an elastic, either make sure it's bigger than your bust or your waist plus 12 inches. And then I went ahead and added some pockets. You know, we love some pockets. I have pockets on both sides. And you can find lots of videos on how to put pockets. But that's the pocket. I love a clean finish. This really gives it a professional finish. So that's the first tier. Technically, I could wear this skirt as is, but it falls right under my hip. It's really a mini skirt. So next is going to be adding the second tier, and you can see the skirt is fully finished inside out. And the second tier will go right here. So you're going to add the second tier the same way as the first tier, gather and then add. And of course, for the elastic, I left an opening right there. So the way I stitch my waistband to make it look clean, I first stitch it on the wrong side. You can see it's clean both sides, and then I bring it out and finish it with a very thin seam. You see that? Clean and steady. All right, let's go finish the skirt. When it comes to stitching the first tier and the second tier, or even the third tier, the secret is in pressing the gathers. When you press your gathers, they kind of stay so that you can stitch. And then I like to stitch in between the gathering stitches. That ensures that it goes in nice and flat. See that? Right in the center. And then here's the secret why I told you to do the French seam. When you look on the inside, the skirt is as clean as can be. See that? Yeah. Hello? Okay, tell me something. At this point, could this rainbow be any more rainbow than it is right now? Like, let's go to church. Like, I really love this piece. So this is a skirt that can be worn in the spring, summer, fall, winter. All we have to do is change the layers. What do we think? What do we think? Too much red, too matchy matchy? I love it. I love it. This is one way to add color to winter. I mean, well,